The man ordered an egg on rice. Everyone looked at him in disbelief. This was the third set meal he had eaten. The rice with eggs was quickly served. Again. In less than 3 minutes, the man ate the rice in its entirety. Then he looked at the menu again, with a serious expression. He says, "Pork over rice." The lady asks how much you can eat. The man repeats, "I want pork over rice." The other customers are also curious about him. The children look at the menu. The man ordered according to the order of the menu. Soon the pork rice was ready, a bowl full of vegetables and meat. The man began to eat his food. Everyone else looks at him with amazement. In less than 3 minutes, the man puts his chopsticks flat on the empty bowl. He looks at the menu again. The diners next to him say in amazement how this is possible. The man still looked calm and said, "Bamboo fish set meal." The owner also notices the strange customer. It was already the 5th order. The man shakes his neck. He seems to be still warming up. After a while, the crowd simply gathers around to watch the man eat. An old neighbor enters and orders his food. The lady of the house told the uncle. The man in front of him had already eaten 10 set meals, and he was ordering from the menu. Order from the beginning to the end. Dumpling set. I want the dumpling set. This is an outrageous amount of food. The uncle ran out. There were 20 dishes on the menu. Does a man want to order all of them? He greets the passers-by on the street. He said there was a strange man in the fast food restaurant. People came to the shop to see what was going on. Everyone gathered around the man. They all wanted to see how much he could eat. Now it was the turn of the pasta. This was the 13th course. The man picks up his chopsticks, but suddenly stops. The crowd is afraid that it will affect him. They are so nervous that they can't even breathe. Man takes off his glasses and puts them in his pocket. It turns out that the glasses are fogged up. The man then started to eat the ramen. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. The restaurant owner was busy cooking all the time. The owner got serious too. It seemed to turn into a duel between the customer and the owner. As the boiling hot soup is poured into the bowl, the ramen is ready. This is the 17th course. Not long after, a policeman sees a crowd of people in the shop. Curious, he comes into the shop. He asks what's going on here. One of the first customers told him. Men had been in the shop since 1:20 p.m. Order in the order of the menu, excluding the owner's cooking time. The average time taken to eat each dish was 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And now he's eating the 18th course. Soon the man has eaten all the noodles too. With a sense of ceremony, he places his chopsticks flat in the bowl. He suddenly stops moving. He loosens his tie. Is he too full? The crowd holds its breath. The man quickly tightens his tie back up. Then he looked at the menu again. Fried rice. 2 more dishes to go. There was a gasp from the crowd. The boss is starting to feel like a challenge too. He pulled out what he had learned all his life. The fragrant rice was stirring in the pan. Everyone is gathered around the man despite the heat. A serving of fried rice is served. It's golden in color and grainy in texture. The man starts to take a big bite out of his mouth. Suddenly, there was a clang. Someone knocks over the plate next to him. The man doesn't move. His expression is a bit strained. He seems to be choking. People look over with concern. The lady of the house pours a glass of water, handed it to the man. The man drank the water. He seemed to have calmed down. He started to eat the fried rice in front of him again. The man's every move touches everyone's heart. The boss is alone in the kitchen with his eyes closed, preparing for the man's move. The man is about to finish his fried rice. It's already the 19th course. The boss's wife ran to the kitchen and said, "Why don't we make the curry too?" The boss said calmly, "I'll make it when he orders it." The man took the last spoonful of fried rice into his mouth. He looked at the menu again. 1 portion of curry rice. The couple get to work in the kitchen, focusing all their energy on this curry. The man sits proudly in his seat. The curry is served. It looks very appetizing. The man picks up a spoon, stirring it a few times, sends a big spoonful into his mouth. The next second, he suddenly freezes. The crowd stares at him in disbelief. The man swallowed the rice. It's delicious. There was another cheer. Everyone starts cheering for the man. The man enjoys the meal calmly. There was no sign of embarrassment. In just 2 minutes, he takes the last spoonful of curry rice into his mouth. Finally, the challenge has been met. The crowd was amazed and excited. The owner of the restaurant comes out too. He took off his apron and said, "This customer, I've never been so happy. Thank you." The owner gives the man a deep bow. This is perhaps the best way to acknowledge his skill. The man's face remained blank. He took out his glasses and put them on. Then he looks at the menu again. No one could guess what else he wanted. Parent-child rice. The man reorders the first dish. The man says out loud, "I want the parent-child rice." Oh my god. How long is this going to last?